Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you've had a good few days of trading here in the beginning of the week. So far this week, we've had a pretty good start to the week. That's all because of NVAX today. Had some news on NVAX. We're going to talk about that as we look at our portfolio today. We've actually bought a couple things this week, and a couple of them we've traded before. We'll talk about that as well, and just kind of talk about what we expect in the future for NVAX. And so let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at our portfolio, and let's do that now. So here's our portfolio. As you can see here, it looks like a red day, but it really wasn't, because we are loaded up on NVAX and it had a pretty good day. So, but the rest of it was red. Bitcoin has been taking a pretty good pullback. Let's go ahead and pull that up. That does affect one of the ones that we are holding now. So I'm going to pull that up. You can take a look at this 5-day chart. You can see where it fell off a cliff here. But it's holding pretty steady in this range here. 60 to about 58, 59. So nice tight range there. Hopefully it'll stay up to that point. But we were way up here, and this is recently. I think we got up to 69 at one day, at one point as a high. But we are, looks like it was 68 here. So we're back down a little bit. It'd be a nice time to buy if you had some money that you wanted to put in it. Might be a good time to nibble. Of course, it's not financial advice. That's just something I'd be doing if I had the cash right now, which I don't. Not outside of IRAs, but we'll talk about that as well. But that does impact our HUT stock, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. That's something we bought this week on drop. We decided to go ahead and buy a little bit of that since Bitcoin fell. We went ahead and bought some of that on the dip. We bought it on the 15th, Monday, sometime around here, and it has still gone down a little bit even since then. So we got a little bit early, but we may double up on that here pretty soon, depending on what it does. But that's kind of where we're at on that. We bought in at let's see, we bought in at 14.50, so we're about $1 down right now on what we're holding. So we'll just hang on to what we got, but we may double down on that and add to it if it has another good pullback one day. So, but we'll go ahead and jump at. Take a look at that since we talked about Bitcoin. But here's another one we traded before, Exact Science Corporations. This one is a healthcare company, and I've traded this one in the past, and we bought it this week. Bought it at $89.45, and I actually sold half of it yesterday, and we sold half of it yesterday for a 2.45% gain in a day. So I actually had orders out there to sell both, but only half of it went. So that was a bummer, because we're down on what we've got now. But it'll be all right. This one. Let's take a look at that 5-day chart. You can see it goes up and down. Just recently, it was 92, 92.56. So and up here, you're looking at 93 something. So I actually had an order in at 93 because it looked like it was going to go up today, but it didn't. It looks like it was pretty strong in the aftermarket, pre-market, and but it calmed down right before opening. So we weren't able to get rid of the other half, but we'll get rid of it hopefully tomorrow. We'll probably just, if we can get even on it, we'll cash out, because I'd like to get the cash back on the sideline. CLSD, this is another one that we've recently bought. We've traded this before. At least I know I have with options, but I wanted to show you guys something here. Anytime you're looking at a company here in Yahoo Finance, you can always go over here to the profile of the company if you want to find out what that company is about. And you can, usually it has their link to their website right there. And here's the description. Like this one here is Clearside Biomedical Inc. It's a biopharma medical company, engages in developing and delivering treatments that restore and preserve vision for people with serious eye disease. So that's what they do. If you ever want to check into a company and see what it does, that's a good way to do it. To just look at the profile. But we bought this one here same day we bought everything else, 11.15. Bought it at 4.80. It's pulled back a little bit, not much. But let's take a look at that 5-day chart. You can see here it was 4.95. Up here it was $5 and something. This one has a tendency to pop every once in a while. It has been on a downhill slope here lately, but all it takes, it's a biomedical, so it's kind of like Novavax. Any kind of news, and this thing can just pop up like this here. You can see this thing's gone as high as 7 not too long ago, and 5.72 there. So any of that would get us quick gain, and so we just got a little bit of money playing in that one, and we'll see how it goes. We've already talked about HUT. NVTA, we traded this one last week, I believe it was, and we bought back in it today. We bought this one today at 21.27, so it pulled back a little bit after we bought it, but I like this one. Here's the profile on this one. Let's take a look at the profile. This is Invitae Corporation, a medical genetics company, integrates genetic information into healthcare decision making by clinicians and patients in the United States, Canada, and internationally. So, pretty big company. It looks like they're out of somewhere close to San Francisco, possibly. And here's their website as well. So, but we got it. It fell back a little bit from where we bought it, but that's okay. We're going to hold that one. We hopefully make some. I think we made about 4% on it last week, or 3%, and I had a chance to actually almost make 6 on it last week, and we didn't do it. But we'll see what it does tomorrow. It was down 3% today. We bought it down, 3.42%. We bought it down when it was about 3%. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow, and hopefully we can get out of this one before Friday. And of course, here's the good one, Novavax. Novavax had some big news to start the market this morning. It's got another approval. This time it was the approval in the Philippines. Let's see if we can see one of the articles here. I tell you, you have to get past all these lawsuits before you can see anything. Let's see here. Where is that? Here's why is it jumping today. We'll just go ahead and pull that one up. Okay, here's the gain. It says here from the Philippine Food and Drug Administration. So they got a use of authorization, EUA, for their COVID vaccine. All right, so that's big news, and it acted that way. I mean, it was kind of strange. Pre-market, it didn't look like it was going to do anything. And then today, it really took off during regular hours. Check out the volume. We had a pretty good bit of volume, not anything crazy, about 1.5 times volume. But we did have a high today of 190. So it got all the way up to 190, sold off. Here it is coming up a little bit in after hours, a tad. But that was a good thing there. I also saw something today about it possibly being approved in the EU approvals within the coming weeks. So hopefully we'll see something happening pretty soon with the European Union. So and then we got, of course, we got the UK out there. We've got Canada out there. We got Australia out there. I think Japan's out there. So we've got a lot of things going on as far as what could happen here with this one, and all good. So let's see where we are at 6 months now. See, we're just barely getting back up here. We are at these are the support levels previously. Let's see what they were. 179, 179. So we're above that. I was hoping we could close above 185 today. We did in after hours. They beat it down towards the end of the day. Today, you can see this is where we were at, and they just beat it down the last hour or so, 2 hours. And but hey, can't complain. We had a 8% day up, and that's always good. It's very good for the portfolio since we're loaded on this one. So that's the one we like to see move. Tilray down for almost 5%, which is not good. Hasn't done a whole lot for us. This is just one that we're way down on, so we're not going to worry about it anytime soon. We did have a good little move here the first Thursday, Friday, and Monday, and then we've kind of sold off last couple of days. They cooled off a little bit. Those cannabis stocks. And Nikola, a little disappointed in Nikola. There's a whole lot going on with these EVs right now, but they're not getting any kind of bump from it. So that's a little disappointing. But we've been disappointed by that one for a while, so we're kind of used to it. But as you can see here, we did have a really good day with NVAX, and just kind of excited to see how it's going to do the rest of the week. Got a really good week for the portfolio going. I was checking the markets and seeing where we stood against the markets. The only one beating us right now is the S&P, and the S&P's up almost 25%. So they're edging us out somewhat. And I think another day, a good day of NVAX. If NVAX could have closed on the high, we would have been ahead of them, I'm sure. So up there where we need to be. And that's good. We've got, I forget how much cash. I think we're probably in the low 30s as far as cash, because we have put some of it to work. And hopefully we'll get some of that on the sideline before this weekend. But we're okay there as well. I mean, it's nothing major. As far as the cash levels, we still got plenty to dip in. And but I'm just really trying to go in and out as quick as I can, because I don't trust this market. It's pretty high, and it can turn on us in a moment's time, and then just like that Bitcoin did the other day. So, well, we're going to be careful. Try not to get all of it out there at work, because we know it can things can change, and we're retired, and we got to have some cash. So, all right. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week in trading. Watch NVAX. Watch for those other approvals coming out. Any kind of news about applications for approval, and also just an approval within itself. I think we had an application somewhere yesterday, and then we got an approval today. So everything's looking good there. So just about what we expected. Would love to see us get up to that 200 range for the week's over with. That would be nice. And that'd be a good place to blast off from, with one of those big ones like India or the UK or somebody like that. But anyway, it's coming. It's going to be, just take some time. And I like the direction we're heading. I think we've seen the worst of it. But these news articles keep coming out about, the peel that these other companies have got, and keeps knocking us down. It just, nothing you can do about that. That's just the way it works. But it'll all work out as long as we keep doing what we need to be doing, because that's not going to stop people from getting vaccines. All right. Well, we'll talk to you later, and have a great rest of your week. Thanks. Bye.